Hello, hello, Lucas. Hi, hello.
All right, we're down to 1 minute, so we're just going to have to.
Let me see what you want real quick. See if you have one.
We able to get that monitor on?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I just want to sleep and cry.
Got 30 seconds.
Oh, no worries. I'll see you at the end. Wonderful. Awesome.
You're fine. Hello, Northwest Georgia. Welcome to your weather on North Georgia Television. Today is going to be partly cloudy with a high near 92, a low of 76. Some clouds in the morning will give way to mainly sunny skies for the afternoon. And now for a look around the region. Calhoun at 71, expect midday temp of 84, and sunny 90 this afternoon. Chatsworth 71, 84 at midday, then 89 for the high with some clouds. Chickamauga had 70 this morning, warming up to 83 by noon, sunny and a cloud mix, then 89 for your afternoon high. Kahara, 70, warming up to 83 by noon, sunny and a cloud mix, then 89 for your afternoon high. Dalton, starting at 70 this morning, expect 84 at noon with more sunshine and a late afternoon high of 90. Fairmount 71 this morning, rising to 84 by noon, then 90 for your high today. Fort Oglethorpe at 71 this morning, 84 expected by midday, and up to 90 around 5. Lafayette had 71 for this morning, up to 84 by midday with sunshine and cloud mix, and 90 is the expected afternoon high. Ringgold 71 this morning, expected noon temp of 84, then up to 93 late this afternoon. And now for your 7-day forecast. Friday, sunny skies with highs around 94 and lows of 68. Saturday, mostly sunny despite a few clouds from time to time, high of 96, overnight low of 68. Sunday, mostly sunny, highs near 95 and lows at 68, winds light and variable. Monday, partly cloudy skies, high of 94, winds light and variable, overnight generally fair with low of 68. Tuesday, partly cloudy skies, high of 97. Wednesday, intervals of clouds and sunshine with a high of 96. Next Thursday, partly cloudy skies with a high of 94 and a slight chance of rain. And that is your weather forecast. Whatever the weather, North Georgia Television hopes you have a blessed and beautiful day. And now for your local obituaries. Brian Jeffrey Pepper, age 60. Brian Pepper passed away on May 15th at Floyd Medical Center. Memorial service will be held at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Rome, Georgia on May 25th at 12 p.m. Arrangements are by Max Brannon and Sons Funeral Home of Calhoun. Mr. Wilson Willie Williams Jr., age 85. Willie Williams of Dalton passed away on Wednesday, May 15th at Hamilton Medical Center. Service will be on Thursday, May 23rd at 1 p.m. at the chapel with Pastor Matt Evans and other ministers officiating. Interment will be at Hopewell Cemetery. Arrangements by Willis Funeral Home. Robert Bobby Bridges, age 38. Bobby Bridges of Dalton passed away on Sunday, May 19th at Erlanger Medical Center. The funeral service to honor the life of Mr. Bridges will be held Thursday, May 23rd at 11 a.m. at the Pleasant Grove Chapel of Julian Peoples Funeral Home with Reverend Noel Caldwell officiating. Mr. Bobby Eugene Holloway Sr., age 78. Bobby Holloway of Chatsworth passed away at his residence on Monday, May 20th. A meeting to celebrate the life of his life will be held at a later date. Arrangements by Sean Chapman Funeral Home and Crematory of Chatsworth. William Glenn Bill Boyd Jr., age 79. William Boyd of Dalton passed away on Monday, May 20th. Funeral services will be held at 11 a.m. on Thursday at the Chapel of Love Funeral Home with Dr. William E. Owens officiating. Burial will be at Lakewood Memory Garden south of Rossville. The family will receive friends on Thursday. Brenda Ann Burns Orion, age 52. Brenda Orion of Calhoun died Sunday, May 19th. A memorial service will be held Thursday, May 23rd at 7 p.m. from the Chapel of Max Brennan and Sons Funeral Home. Pastor Keith Reed will officiate. The family will receive friends at the funeral home on Thursday from 4 p.m. until 7 p.m. Kyle Lee Langston, age 37. Kyle Langston of Calhoun passed away on Tuesday, May 21st at Redmond Regional Medical Center in Rome, Georgia. Funeral service will be conducted on Thursday, May 23rd at 11 a.m. from the Chapel of Thomas Funeral Home with Reverend Kenny Sheriff officiating. Interment will follow in the Gaines Cemetery with Reverend Rick Langston in charge. The family will receive friends on Wednesday from 4 p.m. until 8 p.m. at Thomas Funeral Home. Miss Dolores Helene Mansteone, age 90. Dolores of Dalton, Georgia, departed this life Monday, May 20th at the Dalton Place viewing. To celebrate the life of Miss Dolores will be held Friday, May 31st from 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. at the Ponders Melrose Chapel with Barry Minish concluding the words of comfort and pray at 7 p.m. Janine Marie Wade, age 36. Marie Wade of Calhoun, Georgia, departed this life suddenly Sunday, May 19th in Calhoun. A service will be held on Friday, May 24th at 2 p.m. from the Ponders Calhoun Chapel with Clyde McEntry officiating. Marie will be laid to rest at the Bethesda Baptist Church Cemetery at Red Bud Community. Jerry Lamar Wright, age 76. Jerry Wright of Ringgold went home to be with the Lord and Savior on Monday, May 20th. He was a Navy veteran having served during the Vietnam War. Funeral services will be held at 1 p.m. Friday, May 24th at the Fort Oglethorpe Chapel with Joe Gill officiating. Burial will follow at the Tennessee-Georgia Memorial Park. The family will receive friends all day Thursday and prior to the evening service on Friday at the funeral home. And those are your local obituaries. Stay tuned for your local news.
Welcome to your local news, Northwest Georgia. We are your news covering Whitfield, Murray, Walker, Gordon, and Catoosa counties. Thank you for joining us. Coming up in the news, Dalton Utilities eyes sewer expansion. GBI says community help led to arrest of murder suspect. New Hope students pay tribute to Holocaust victims. Southeast High School students perform song, win award. North Georgia man indicted for hit and run that kills unborn child. Spider causes woman to run vehicle in river. Raid leads to a most wanted arrest in Walker County. Authorities ask for help locating missing teen in Walker County. Gordon County man arrested for attempting to entice a minor. And upcoming area events. I'm Connie Hall Scott.
And I'm Rose Cardona. First up, Dalton Utilities CEO Tom Burdos says that there are a handful of areas outside the city of Dalton that the utility keeps questions about from developers and existing businesses about extending sewer. According to the article by Charles Oliver for the Daily Citizen News yesterday, Burdos said these are pockets where there is already development, continued interest in further development, and where we already have some infrastructure nearby. The 5 areas are Cleveland Highway from about Beaverdale Road north of Frontier Trail, the area around the Carbondale Interchange, the area around the Connector Tree Interchange, part of the west side running from Mill Creek Road along Crider Road in the intersection of Mount Vernon Road and Highway 201, and an area near the South Dalton Bypass where the Whitfield County Board of Commissioners plans a future park. The projects would total about 64,000 feet of pipe, and Bernardo said that's a very rough estimate and a cost of $10 to $12 million. Bernardo said the utility hasn't prioritized the projects, but he said the Cleveland Highway area has probably had the most inquiries about sewer. The board gave Bernardo's authority to discuss the project with the city council Monday night, but this does not commit us to doing any of these projects, pointed out board chairman Joe Yarbo. Bernardo said the future special purpose local option sales tax, or SPLOST, could help fund some or all of the projects. City council member Denise Wood said she was impressed by the presentation. Even though this would be out in the county, my thought is that it would be a higher tier SPLOST item because it would help further economic development. Wood said SPLOST Tier 1 projects are funded before the county and the cities divide any remaining money. At their work session Monday, Whitfield County commissioners had not yet seen the utility proposal, but they discussed the general possibility of funding sewer expansion for a future SPLOST. Board Chairman Lynn Lauder said she could support strategic sewer expansion that could boost economic development or affordable housing, but Commissioner Roger Crossan said he is concerned that where the sewer has already been extended into the county, such as the line running across the northern part of the county from Tunnel Hill to Cahulla Creek High School, few private homeowners or business have hooked up to the line. What do you think about this? Leave a comment on WDNN's Facebook or Instagram account. We want to hear from you.
And moving on over to Murray County, law enforcement officials provided little new information at a press conference on Monday concerning Friday's death of 54-year-old Donnie Charles, which led to the arrest of Eric Stewart of Calhoun for murder and concealing the death of another. The following comes from a report by Charles Oliver of the Daily Citizen News. Officials with the Georgia Bureau of Investigation and the Murray County Sheriff's Office said the help of people in the Resaca community assisted investigators in making a quick arrest. The community was so involved out there, GBI Assistant Special Agent in Charge Joe Montgomery said. Mr. Charles didn't have a lot of money, but Mr. Charles was one of those people that what little he did have, he gave to the community. That helped a lot. The community stepping forward and going out of their way speaks volumes too. Charles's body was discovered behind the home at 1263 Sexton Road and first reported to Murray County 911 by family members around 8:30 a.m. on Friday. Murray County Chief Deputy Jimmy Davenport said officials contacted the GBI for assistance. According to a press release from the GBI announcing Stewart's arrest, witnesses said Stewart, 26, had been camping behind Charles' home. During a search of the property near the home, the campsite was found with bloody items belonging to both Charles and Stewart. Special Agent Montgomery said, "We started processing the scene and developing more information, neighborhood canvases, and interviewing more people, and that was when Eric Stewart came up in this." Sheriff Langford and Chief Deputy Davenport located him and were able to speak with him, and later, as more evidence came in, we were able to charge him with murder and concealing the death of another. The GBI press release indicated that fewer than 2 hours had passed from the time of the discovery of Charles's body to Stewart's arrest. Montgomery said, "You are talking about from the time the body was discovered. By lunchtime, we already had someone in jail and in custody for this murder." That speaks volumes on this relationship between the two law enforcement agencies and the ability to have to work together, and the ability they have to work together and to come to a successful resolution for this family. Montgomery declined to comment on a motive, but said Charles and Stewart knew each other and Charles had allowed Stewart to stay at his home earlier this year. Stewart's arrest came a day after he was released from the Gordon County Jail. Montgomery said Stewart had been in jail on a misdemeanor shoplifting charge. Montgomery would not comment on a cause of death or if a weapon was recovered. "We only have preliminary results right now, and I really don't want to go into it until the autopsy is completed," Montgomery said, "but it is homicide." Stewart is being held without bond in the Murray County Jail, and Charles' body was taken to the GBI Medical Examiner's office. And please stick with us. We will be right back.
Hi, I'm Judy Elliott, inviting you to join me on Lifestyles for Women show on WDNN TV. This year brings exciting new topics that women like to discuss or just know more about. Subjects like ways to look and feel your very best, travel, family, health, and sometimes just fun girl talk. It's always exciting, and we invite your suggestions. Just message me on Facebook at Lifestyles for Women, or for more information or to watch us online, visit WDNNTV.com, Lifestyles for Women.
Hi, I'm Lori McDaniel, host of The Local Scene. We've all heard it a million times. There's nothing to do around here. Well, The Local Scene exists to prove that statement wrong. We promote events, festivals, fundraisers, and exciting news about what's going on in Northwest Georgia. If you're looking for something to do, tune in. If you've got an event or something special you want to promote on the air, let us know so you can be a guest on the show. Hey, free publicity doesn't grow on trees, you know. If you'd like to be on The Local Scene, please email WDNN at info@WDNNTV.com with the subject line The Local Scene, or call us at 706-278-9713. Nothing to do. As if.
Precision Chemical and Paper Supply is locally owned and operated by Damon Duckett, serving our community for 40-plus years. We can supply all your away-from-home needs. Business-to-business products include janitorial, food and beverage, facilities and ground, office products, and packaging. Located at 101 Bryant Avenue in Dalton. Give Precision Chemical and Paper Supply a call today at 706-226-8795 or visit them on their website at precisionchemicalandpaper.com.
Welcome back to your local news. We have a lot of stuff to talk about, so are you ready to get into it, Rose?
We're going to jump right into it. In Whitfield County, lining a wall of New Hope Middle School are 216 canvas tiles under the words, "Where there's hope, there's life." A quote by Anne Frank, a German-born Jewish diarist and victim of the Holocaust. New Hope 6th grade students have spent much time this school year learning about the Holocaust to commemorate Holocaust victims and survivors. Students had the opportunity to illustrate what they learned by creating canvas tiles that are to display at the school a tile wall, which is a replication of the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum in Washington, D.C., featuring 216 tiles, each representing what individual students learned throughout the year and what the lessons meant to them. This year's project was made possible by a generous grant by the Jewish Federation of Greater Chattanooga and was organized by 6th grade teacher Rachel Salamone, who is a daughter of a living Holocaust survivor. Quote, "These students are not just reading or writing a story about what they've learned, but creating art based on how it impacted them," end quote, said Salamone. This wall helps us to never forget. In the future, all 6th grade classes will have the opportunity to add to the wall, as the project will now be incorporated into the curriculum.
So I'm really excited about that story. I loved it when I saw the press release, so I actually went out to New Hope Middle School yesterday.
Oh, did you?
I did, and I talked to Rachel Solomon, a couple of other teachers and the students about what they've learned and their experiences, and we're going to do a special feature on the Talk with Connie coming up really soon, so watch out for that. And also in Whitfield County, shout out to Southeast High School's drama department during a 2-hour stage show aired live on Georgia Public Broadcasting on April 19th. The Arts Bridge Foundation announced the winners of the 11th Annual Georgia High School Musical Theater Awards. Students from Southeast Whitfield High School performed the musical number Gee, Officer Krupke from West Side Story during the show called the Schuler Awards in Atlanta. The performance earned the students and their advisor, Alana Sain, a Showstopper Award for the best performance of an individual song. The Schuler Awards are presented by Arts Bridge Foundation, presented as the Schuler Hennessy Awards, named for the Tony Award-winning native of Marietta, born star of the stage and screen, who was the event MC. Winners were recognized as the best of the state's high school musical theater students and schools during 2018-2019 school year, with 2 winners progressing to represent Georgia nationally in June. Fashioned after Broadway's Tony Awards, this year's Schuler Award nominees in 17 categories spanned nearly 60 public and private schools from across the Peach State. So congratulations to Alana Sain and those students.
Next up, a North Georgia man has been indicted by the Superior Court of Forsyth County for the hit-and-run wreck that killed an unborn child in 2018. On Monday, May 13th, a Forsyth County grand jury formally charged Nicholas Alonzo Ramos, 25, of Canton, with homicide by vehicle in the first degree, serious injury by vehicle, 2 counts of hit-and-run, aggravated identity fraud, driving without a valid license, and reckless driving. Authorities say that in July of 2018, Alonzo Ramos was identified as the illegal driver of a GMC Envoy that struck another vehicle head-on while traveling east down Canton Highway. Alonzo Ramos allegedly fled the scene of the wreck, leaving a 26-year-old pregnant woman seriously injured. Later, it was reported on the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office that the woman's unborn child was killed due to the injuries sustained in the wreck. Local authorities say local authorities mounted a multi-county manhunt on an attempt to locate Alonzo Ramos, offering $2,000 for information leading for his capture. Alonzo Ramos was eventually arrested in Mississippi in October of 2018 after an officer with the Mississippi Highway Patrol traveling criminal apprehension team stopped a Hyundai passenger van along I-20 in Rankin County, Mississippi, and identified him with help from the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. According to the press release by Mississippi authorities, Alonzo Ramos is being held in the Forsyth County Jail under no bond.
And an 8-legged creature is being blamed for the loss of a woman's van in the Etowah River on Sunday, reported Chelsea Prince of the Atlanta Journal. The woman told a state trooper she was trying to back her Kia van down the Neil's Landing boat launch to put her kayak in the river when a spider jumped in her lap. Naturally, she jumped out of the van. The van then rolled into the river, the Georgia State Patrol said. The agency sent a trooper to the boat launch in the western part of Bartow County near Kingston. By the time the trooper arrived, the van had long slipped out of sight. She stated that it floated downstream a few feet, a GSP spokeswoman said, and within seconds it was totally submerged. A passerby in a boat attempted to locate the van, but without success. The woman's insurance company will foot the bill for a dive team to locate the van and tow it out of the river, the spokesman said.
That's an interesting story because my mom's scared of spiders, so I feel like if that ever happened, she'd do the exact same thing.
You know, I used to have that problem myself when I was younger.
I don't think I could jump out of my car, though. I'd be scared to jump out of my car at the same time, but I'd still be scared of the
It wouldn't be a great idea.
Next up, over in Walker County, a raid at the home on Saturday night led to the arrest of 3 men, including one on the county's most wanted. The sheriff's office carried out the raid at the home of Bobby and Cheryl Tucker on Crest Avenue in Parrish, the second time in the month that lawmen have executed a search at the home. In the early operation, authorities arrested Robert DeAngelo Tucker on charges of trafficking methamphetamine. Joining the Walker County Sheriff's Office in the raid were the Parrish Police Department, the Jasper Police Department Narcotics Division, the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office Aviation Unit, and the Alabama Department of Corrections Prison K-9 team. Sheriff's spokesman TJ Armstrong said 41-year-old Rodney O'Neal Thomas, who has been sought by authorities for some time, has outstanding warrants for his first-degree escape, second-degree assault, reckless endangerment, carrying a concealed weapon, distribution of methamphetamines, distribution of marijuana, and distribution of Suboxone. He recently evaded capture when he fled from deputies on May 15th from the same residence. Armstrong said all of Thomas's alleged crimes were committed while he was on state probation for a felony case. Quote, he has been avoiding law enforcement for approximately 19 months, he said. The assault charge stems from the altercation where Thomas allegedly used a pistol to shoot a man on Levine Street in Parrish. Thomas is a 7-time convicted felon and he's prohibited for possessing firearms. In fact, Armstrong said Thomas has already served 46 months in federal prison for federal firearms violations. Also arrested at the home in Parrish were Bobby J. Tucker, 64, and Andre Bernard Tucker, 28. Bobby Tucker is charged with hindering prosecution, possession of methamphetamine, second-degree possession of marijuana, and possession of drug paraphernalia. The hindering prosecution charge stems from him reportedly helping Thomas evade capture. In Alabama, it is a felony to provide criminal assistance to a suspect wanted a Class A or Class B felony. Andre Tucker is charged with second-degree possession of marijuana. Sheriff officials are working with Walker County District Attorney Bill Adair's office to prosecute the cases. Quote, warrants do not just go away, Armstrong said, and a suspect must be arrested on those outstanding warrants to get their deserved day in court and receive due process. End quote.
Wow. Well, quickly, also in Walker County, a teen is still missing. Authorities in Walker County are asking for help finding a missing teenager. 16-year-old Aiden Platt of Chickamauga has not been seen since Saturday when he left home, according to the Walker County Sheriff's Office. Anyone with information about Aiden's whereabouts should call Detective Eddie Hill at 706-638-1909, extension 1262. And that is all we have for you today. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.